Welcome to our SASSCAL podcast. My name is Sharon Kavu and I am your host. Today we are going to talk about the beneficiaries of the training program that we recently conducted in Lusaka, Zambia at the Grand Palace Hotel, where the participants were being educated and being sensitized on how to validate the EO data on the geoportal platforms. And so many people attended this training session, and they were coming from different organizations that work with the government here in Zambia, and some of them are non-governmental organizations. And we also had students that also were participating because they wanted to learn more on how to validate this kind of data. In the studio, we are having Nathan Nyambe. He's one of the students that participated in this training workshop, and he's going to share more on the relevance of the training in his program. He's studying, he's specializing in ecosystem. Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Nathan, maybe before we start to get into details, you can tell our audience what you're studying, which university, and why you wanted to participate in this training program.
Okay, thank you. So, as you've already indicated, my name is Nathan Nyambe. I'm under the Integrated Water Resource Management Center of the University of Zambia. I'm currently a master's student under the same institution and center. With respect to my area of focus, I'm looking at the assessment of ecosystem health of the Luapula River Basin using macroinvertebrates. Yeah, so pretty much that's what I'm doing. Then with respect to the relevance of the SASSCAL GMES training to my study, I would say the fact that it's focusing on the incorporation of Earth observations and remote sensing in the area of wetland management, I think it speaks directly to my area of work. And more importantly, the fact that it introduces a new concept in the way that we're able to monitor the health of our ecosystems beyond the traditional approaches of going out in the field and collecting data physically, but with the incorporation of Earth observation and remote sensing, I think we are better off for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for such a response. I'm glad that it has made impact into your area of specialty. Maybe if you could just maybe broaden this aspect of collecting or validating data that is on these platforms. A lot of people are hearing stories about how this platform is benefiting the communities and all these other things. You coming from a background where you're specializing in ecosystem, can you maybe elaborate on why the relevance of validating such information to the community and also to the people that are uploading it and the users?
Okay, I think to respond to that question, I'll focus more on the benefits, and I think judging from the participation of people from different walks of life in this training, or let me say professions, it basically highlights the significance that these natural assets, our ecosystems actually, the significance that they hold in supporting human livelihoods. But I think more importantly, is the realization that these natural assets are actually at risk of degradation. With the reported, increase in human population, there is obviously a risk of exploitation, and it threatens the resilience of these systems. So even as we continue to enjoy the benefits that we derive from these natural assets, I think we hold a responsibility to ensure that they remain in good health. And one way of achieving that is through ecosystem monitoring. And of course, we also recognize the fact that the traditional approaches have so far had their own limitations. So the incorporation of remote sensing techniques and Earth observations complements the efforts that have been implemented in trying to protect these assets in such a way that it broadens our scope. We can now be able to generate data sets that can inform different aspects of our environment. We can look at surface dynamics, atmospheric dynamics, and just generally the environment. Like, we have a holistic idea of what is actually going on.
Okay, so from this conference that we recently had, what can you say has been the key takeaways from the training workshop? And
okay, the one thing I loved most about the training is the fact that it's hands-on. It wasn't bordering so much on the theoretical aspect, but we had the opportunity to actually see and use some of the tools in performing some of the tasks that we can actually incorporate in ecosystem monitoring. And I think that is well appreciated, especially in the aspect of professional development and capacity building. So definitely, it might have been a short training, but we leave having picked up some very important skills.
Wow. Thank you so much. Now, as we are concluding the podcast, do you have what's your cue?
Well, we just have to remember, ecosystems take care of us, so the responsibility is on us to also take care of them. Well, primarily thanks to SASSCAL through the Windmaster project, and also thanks to the Integrated Water Resources Management Center of the University of Zambia for availing this opportunity to us, so that we're able to participate in this training.
Thank you so much, Nathan. Thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us and to all our listeners. Thank you so much for following into the series of this podcast. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Down there on the comment section, let us know how you feel about this. And thank you so much for watching.